This is page 6, 1 through 9. You're going to do 1 through 9. I'm going to actually do numbers 3, 6, and 9 with you. And you're just going to write greater than, less than, or equal to. 10 through 13 is greatest to least. Lining up those decimals, writing the greater number first and the least number last. 14 and 15 are least to greatest. Least number first, greatest number last. And then you have some look, no, solve problems, number 16 and 17. Okay, so with number 3 here, we're comparing greater than, less than, or equal to. Number 3 is 3 and 207 thousandths is greater than, less than, or equal to 3 and 27 thousandths. So the very first thing, you're going to line up those decimals. So I'm going to go ahead and write that here. 3 and 207, there we go, thousandths. 3 and 27 thousandths. Okay, left to right, looking at my ones place, 2 3s, good. But here I've got a 2 and a 0 in my tenths place. Now that 2 is greater than that 0 here. So that's going to make this greater than. That crocodile is going to eat that big O number. 3 and 207 thousandths is greater than 3 and 27 thousandths. That 2 in the tenths place and that 0 makes that possible. 9 and 36, this is number 6. 9 and 36 hundredths is greater than, less than, or equal to 9 and 359 thousandths. Again, going from left to right, we're going to go ahead and look at my ones place. I got 2 9s, good. In my ones place, 10th place, 2 3s, good. But here I've got a 6 and a 5. That 6 is greater than, so that crocodile is going to eat that number 6. So it's going to read 9 and 36 hundredths is greater than 9 and 359 thousandths. Number 9, lining up my decimals. I'm going to go ahead and write it out. 6 and 700 thousandths, and it's thousands because it ends with a 0. 6 and 7 tenths. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my 2 ghost zeros here. And by looking at this, just up and down, it is definitely equal to each other. Okay, so questions 10 through 13, you're going to order from greatest to least. So the first thing you have to do is line up the decimals. For every single one of these, you will need to line up those decimals. Okay, do the work. Put the work in and put the effort into it, and you will get the correct answer if you're lining up the decimals and going from left to right. So number 13, we have 456 thousandths, 1 and 345 thousandths, 645 thousandths, and 654 thousandths. Line up the decimals. Decimals look good. We're going from greatest to least. So I'm going to check my ones place. I have 3 zeros and a 1. So right away, I know just by looking at that, that 1 is that higher number. So that 1 in 345 thousandths is going to be written first. I'm going to separate it by semicolon. I'm going to mark it out and go to my next one. Ones are good. Now I'm going to the tenths place. I have a 4, 6, and a 6. Okay, so we're going from greatest to least. I know that 4 is going to be my least number, is going to be written last. That one will be written last. So I'll go to my 2 6s here. In my hundreds place, I have a 4 and a 5. Since we're doing greatest to least, that 5 is greater than that 4. So that's going to be written next. 654 thousandths, separated by a semicolon. 645 thousandths, and our very last number, that 456 thousandths. It is now from greatest to least. 14 and 15 is from least to greatest. You can do the exact same thing you were doing, but opposite. You're still going to go left to right, line up the decimals, but you're going to write the least number first. The smallest number is going to go first. Your greatest number is going to go last. Least to greatest. The first ones, 10 through 13, were greatest to least. Don't get those confused. Okay, we got some look, no, solve problems here. Number 16 and 17. Same thing. You're going to read it, line up those decimals. You have 3 numbers here. And it wants to know what the winning time is. The winning time would be the quickest time, correct? So you're not going to write the highest number. You're actually going to write the lowest number for number 16. In a discus competition in number 17, an athlete threw the discus 63 and 37, 62 and 95, 63 and 7 meters. What are the distances from least to greatest? So again, you are going to line up the decimals. You can do it here or you can do it down here, as long as you line them up, and you're going to write the answers here from least to greatest.